kids! Kumusta naman kayo sa mga bahay nyo? Ako si Kuya Eman at masaya ako na makasama ko kayo ngayong oras na ito. Pero teka, asan ba yung mga kasama ko?
Surprise! Happy day, kuya! Kamusta ka?
Bobby, kumusta? Okay naman, pero nung ginulat mo ako, wala na. Pero ikaw, kumusta ka naman?
Mabuting. Eh, ikaw, Rapi, kamusta ka?
Okay lang.
Okay lang?
Okay lang ako.
Parang hindi naman eh.
Okay lang ako.
Ano
Ano
nga?
nga?
Ayos. Kasi, nakikita ko sa inyo eh. Kayo kasi, ang galing-galing nyo. Si Bobby, malakas. Malaki. Tapos si Kuya Eman, tao. Ako, chirap lang. Ayos.
Rapi, ano ka ba? Lahat tayo ginawa ni God na special. May iba't ibang special na purpose tayo. Lahat tayo ay wonderfully complex. Di ba, Ate Jessica?
Tama ka, Kuya Eman. Ngayon, pag-aaralan natin ang ating memory verse sa Psalms 139 verse 14. Thank you for making me so wonderfully complex. Ulitin natin mga bata. Psalms 139 verse 14. Thank you for making me so wonderfully complex. Maraming salamat mga bata. Ulitin.
Ay, magandang umaga mga bata. Ay, hindi na pala umaga. Hapon na pala ngayon. Kita niyo yung friend ko, huwag kayong matatakot ha. Ito si Larry. Si Larry ay isang bearded dragon. Hindi siya yung katulad ng dragon ng mga ibang story na nakakatakot. Si Larry ay alaga po namin. Diba sabi ni Ate Jessica, dun sa memory verse natin, ano nga yun? Psalm 139 verse 14. Ang sabi dun sa verse natin, magpuri tayo sa Panginoon kasi tayo daw ay wonderfully made and complex. Alam nyo ba yung ibig sabihin ng complex? Yung talagang special tayo ginawa ni God. Parang bang si Larry. Larry, say hi to them. Hi, Larry! Pag titingnan nyo si Larry, siya ay parang lizard, pero tinawag siyang dragon kasi parang medyo nakakatakot ang dating niya, matatalas yung kuko niya, mahaba yung tail niya, kaya bearded kasi para siyang may balbas. Parang yung mga daddy natin, yung ibang mga daddy natin, parang may balbas din, di ba? O, yan. O, paano Larry? Babay ka muna sa kanila kasi magsa-story time na tayo. Say bye-bye, Larry. O, Kuya Noah, pakikuha mo nga muna si Larry. Ay! O, mag-hi ka din sa kanila, oh. Miss niyo na si Noah? Okay. So, nakilala nyo kanina si Kuya Eman at saka nakilala nyo yung dalawa nating bagong friends, si Bobby at saka si Rafi. Napansin nyo ba na si Rafi parang sobrang sad niya? Sabi niya, tingin niya sa sarili niya parang ang liit-liit lang. Sabi niya si Bobby daw, malakas, magaling. Sabi niya si Kuya Eman daw, tao, siya daw giraffe lang. Minsan ba feeling ninyo na parang maliit lang din kayo? Bata lang kayo, wala kayong magawa, pero hindi yan ang sinabi ng Bible. Katulad ng Bible verse natin, wonderfully made tayo. Parang si David. Yan ang story natin for this week. Akala nila si David isang maliit lang na shepherd boy na walang magagawa. Yung pala si God, grabe ang plano ni God para kay David. Pakinggan natin ngayon ang story natin tungkol hindi lang shepherd boy na David, kundi tungkol kay King David.
Our story for this week is entitled David, the Shepherd Boy. Long ago, in the days of King Saul of Israel, a boy named David helped his 7 brothers look after their father's flocks. Though he was the youngest, David was a strong, brave boy who loved and trusted God. He lived in the town of Bethlehem. Once a lion attacked the flock to snatch a little lamb for supper. Young David attacked the attacker, pulling the lamb away. He grabbed the snarling beast by its beard and killed it. David knew God had helped him. Samuel, God's prophet, was still sad that King Saul had failed God so badly. "How long will you mourn for Saul?" God scolded Samuel. "I am sending you to Jesse, for I have provided myself a king amongst his sons." Jesse was David's father. Even though Samuel knew King Saul might kill him for going to find another king, the prophet obeyed God. When Samuel arrived, Jesse made 7 of his sons pass before Samuel. And Samuel said to Jesse, "The Lord has not chosen these." That only left David, the youngest. He was out with the sheep. They brought David in, and the Lord said, "Arise, anoint him, for this is the one." In Saul's palace, the Spirit of the Lord departed from Saul, and he became a very troubled man. His servants thought good music might settle Saul's mind. One of them knew a young man who played the harp very well. Can you guess who that young man was? Yes, it was David. David's music soothed Saul and helped him to think straight. Saul asked Jesse to let David stay in the king's service. So whenever Saul had an attack of depression or fear, David played the harp for him, and it helped. After David went home, Saul had a big battle with the Philistines. David's brothers fought in Saul's armies. Jesse sent David to the battlefront to take food to his brothers and find out how they were. A huge Philistine giant, Goliath, had scared all the Israelite soldiers. "Choose a man for yourself and let him come down to me," Goliath shouted. "If he is able to fight with me and kill me, then we will be your servants. But if I kill him, then you shall be our servants and serve us." All the men of Israel, when they saw the giant, fled from him and were dreadfully afraid. Then David said to Saul, "Let no man's heart fail because of him. Your servant will go and fight with the Philistine." Saul wanted David to wear armor and carry a sword, but instead, David took his sling and picked 5 smooth stones from the brook. Goliath laughed when he saw that young David wasn't even wearing an armor. "I will give your flesh to the birds of the air and the beasts of the field," he roared. "I come to you in the name of the Lord," David answered. "This day the Lord will deliver you into my hands, for the battle is the Lord's." Then David ran straight toward Goliath. As he ran, he fired 1 stone from his sling right into Goliath's forehead. Goliath fell. David quickly drew Goliath's huge sword and cut off his head. When the Philistines saw Goliath dead, they ran for their lives. King Saul did not remember that this was the same David who had soothed him with a harp. He put David in charge of his army. Then he got jealous when the people honored David's victories. "Now what more can he have but my kingdom?" Saul thought. So Saul eyed David from that day forward.
O, di ba, Rapi? Sabi ko naman sa'yo eh. ikaw, ako, lahat tayo ay ginawa ng sobrang espesyal ng Diyos. Di ba? Ngayon, handa na ba kayo sa ating arts at sayawan? Yay! Tara, let's go!
I was made for this. I live for this. God has a reason for my life. I'm gonna shout it out without a doubt. I was born for this, built for a purpose. There is a God who made it all. Everything we see. He built the mountains, filled the oceans, and He built me. He is with me, He is for me, I am not alone. He is with me, He is for me, and I know that I was made for this, I live for this. God has a reason for my life. I'm gonna shout it out without a doubt. I was born for this, built for a purpose. He is with me, He is for me, I am not alone. He is with me, He is for me, I am not alone. He is with me, He is for me, I am not alone. He is with me, He is for me, and I know that I was made for this. I live for this. God has a reason for my life. I'm gonna shout it out without a doubt. I was born for this, built for a
Hi kids! Ako si Ate Fiona and ako mga kasama niyo sa paggawa ng crafts na kayang-kaya niyong gawin kahit nasa bahay kayo. So, since ang lesson natin ay tungkol sa heart ni King David, gagawa tayo ngayon ng paper heart. So, ang materials natin ay 2 colored papers, scissors, glue, and markers. So first, kunin natin yung paper natin and then fold natin sa half and then mag-cut out lang tayo ng shape ng heart. So, ayan na. Ito na yung heart natin and siya yung magiging body natin ng paper heart dolls. So, para naman dun sa arms and legs ng paper heart dolls natin, kunin niyo yung isang paper nyo para iba yung kulay niya dun sa mismong body natin. So, mag-cut kayo ng, for the arms, mag-cut kayo ng 1/2 inch by 4 inches na strips ng paper. Yan. And para naman dun sa legs, mag-cut kayo ng 1/2 inch by 6 inches na strip ng paper. So, next naman na gagawin ay i-fold nyo yung paper nyo ng inwards, tapos backwards naman, tapos inwards ulit, tapos backwards, tapos inwards, tapos backwards, nang paulit-ulit hanggang maubos yung strip ng paper. So, basically, ganito yung magiging kalalabasan niya. Yan. Tapos, i-repeat nyo lang yung steps na yon para sa lahat ng strips ng paper. So, now, ganito na yung magiging kalalabasan niya. Ito yung sa arms and ito yung sa legs. So, next step natin ay gagawa tayo ng maliliit na hearts. And yung maliliit na hearts na yun yung magsisilbing hands and feet ng paper heart dolls natin. So, pwede nyo gamitin yung excess paper nyo dun sa paggawa ng malaking heart kanina kuha lang ulit kayo ng strips ng paper, then same procedure lang, i-fold nyo, and then i-cut out nyo yung shape ng heart. So, ito na yung kinalabasan niya. Yan, maliliit na heart. So, kailangan nyo ng 4 na ganito, 4 na small hearts. Yan. Now, ready na lahat ng cutouts natin. So, ang kailangan na lang natin gawin ay pagdikitin sila. So, kunin nyo yung glue stick nyo or glue or whatever na pandikit nyo. And then, kunin nyo yung isang strip ng paper. Yan. Tapos, kunin nyo rin yung isang heart. Tapos, ididikit natin yung heart na to sa end nung paper. So, parang magiging ganito. So, ganyan yung magiging kalalabasan. Yan. And then, repeat nyo lang yung previous steps dun sa lahat ng strips ng paper and then dun sa mga small hearts. Ito na yung magiging kalalabasan. Yan. Nandiyan yung mga hearts sa dulo. So, ang next step ay ididikit na natin yung arms and legs din sa body na heart natin. So, kunin nyo lang ulit yung glue stick nyo and then idikit nyo na yung mga arms and legs. Yung strips ng paper din sa heart natin. So, after nyo madikit yung arms and legs ng heart nyo, ito na yung magiging kalalabasan. Chanel! So, pwede nyo siyang lagyan ng eyes, ng lips, ng nose. Kayo bahala na mag-design din sa heart nyo. So, ito na yung finished product. And yun na yung pagtatapos ng craft making natin. So, nag-enjoy ba kayo? Sana nag-enjoy kayo. And i-share nyo rin yung mga finished products nyo sa amin. So, see you next week. Bye!
Wow, ang galing, di ba? Napakasaya. Mismo ako natandaan ko yung mga step ng dance. Eh kayo, nag-enjoy ba kayo sa ating awitan, sayawan, pag-aaral, at paggawa ng crafts?
Opo, Kuya Eman.
Mukhang enjoy na enjoy kayo, Bobby and Rappy. Ako din, nag-enjoy. Eh kayo, nag-enjoy din ba kayo? Wow, napakagaling, nag-enjoy din sila. O sige nga, tignan nga natin kung nag-enjoy. Nakinig kayo kanina sa story? May mga question ako sa inyo. And pwede kayong sumagot habang tinatanong ko si Bobby and Rappy. Sige. Unang question ay, ano ang pangalan ng higanteng umaway sa mga taga-Israel?
Aba, gusto ko pong sumagot.
Sige nga. Sino?
Si Goliath po.
Wow, napakagaling Rappy ah. Sino naman ang binatilong nagpatumba kay Goliath?
Ako po, teacher. Gusto ko pong sumagot.
Sige nga, Bobby.
Si David po, teacher.
Wow, napakagaling mo, Bobby. Sige nga, eto. Ano ang ginamit ni David para mapatumba si Goliath?
Ama!
Sige nga, Rappy.
Tinador po, tsaka bato.
Wow, napakagaling mo talaga. O sige, hihirapan na natin. Ngayon, kanino naman galing ang lakas ni David?
Ako po, teacher. Gusto ko pong sumagot.
Sige nga.
Kay God po, teacher.
Wow, napakagaling! Napakagaling, di ba? Napakasaya ng ating ginawa ngayon, araw na ito. O ayan, huwag niyong kakalimutan na lahat tayo ay ginawa ni God na napaka special. Ngayon, kayaan natin mag-pray si Rappy para sa atin ngayon. Sige nga, Rappy,
Sige po.
pray na tayo.
Let's pray po. Lord, maraming salamat po sa araw-araw na binigay niyo sa amin at paggawa sa amin ng maayos at maganda. Maraming salamat po. Thank you. Amen.
Amen! Yay! Maraming salamat sa inyo sa pagsama ngayong araw na ito. See you again next week sa Kids Revolution Online. Bye!
I was made for